so-called anti-fascist website is encouraging, quote, all manner of physical violence against Trump supporters and capitalists. My next guest was attacked by such a group at his peaceful pro-Trump free speech rally that he held on March 4th. Joining me now, Liberty Revival Alliance founder David Fata, who attended Berkeley pro-Trump rallies as well. And, you know, I'm glad to have you here because even after that shooting at the baseball field, the resistance is using any and all means, lies, leaks, law-breaking, violence, to overturn the results of the election. I mean, how dangerous is this to the country, do you think?
It's definitely breaking it apart, and, you know, between their calls for peace and prosperity and everyone getting along, you actually got them out there on the internet, you have them out there on the streets attacking people. Recently, we had a gentleman who was a pro-Trump supporter by the name of Antonio Foreman. We call him Tony. He was attacked after attending a pro-Trump rally down in Southern California and was stabbed 9 times. Is now in critical condition in the hospital. And unfortunately, this is starting to become a hard fact that we as conservatives, Republicans, even as moderates, have to deal with this day to day out in the streets.
You know, and actually I had a guest on earlier this week that was talking about that and saying that the liberal media has just not covered that story, and that person's, you know, life is still in danger, as you just mentioned, stabbed because they had a Trump bumper sticker on their car. I think this kind of stuff is just getting out of control. But anyway, Utah Congressman Jason Chaffetz received a threatening voicemail after the shooting. I want you to listen to what happened to him.
Hey, Jason Chaffetz, I suggest you prepare for the battle, mother in the apocalypse, because we're going to hunt your down, wrap a rope around your neck, and hang you from a lamppost.
How concerned are you about violence?
Very. It's almost like regular, unfortunately. When before we went to Berkeley, yeah, we got a small taste of that ahead of time as well, both online, both of us talking to people on the streets. Some people do oppose it on the left side, but there's this strong, growing radical group that are just way too far to the left, way too hostile towards Americans, and very, very hostile towards Trump supporters. And they don't know how to control themselves, and the media is not telling them to tamper it down, so they continue to strike out. One of such websites called itsgoingdown.org, where they continuously marked us as like we're just like fascists, Nazis, and all sorts of other just garbage labels like they throw on us, just so they can justify their violent actions against us and then cry wolf when we're forced to defend ourselves in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching video from that and from Berkeley, and anyway, you even had a Trinity College professor now calling white people inhuman, making it a race issue. I want you to look at this Facebook quote. Here's what he said: "It is past time for the racially oppressed to do what people who believe themselves to be white will not do. Put an end to the vectors of their destructive mythology and whiteness and their white supremacy system. Hashtag let them F whatever." I can't.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's just hard to read. Anyway, I'm not even going to read that. But look, why are liberals so angry? And why is it that they think that violence and name-calling and physical attacking is the way to fix the divide that clearly the country has right now?
The reason why they're going down to violence is because they have no other argument. It's complete nonsense. Just the whole race baiting, leftist tactics, black versus white. It's pure garbage. I mean, we oppose that stuff on the right side as well. We don't believe that kind of political identity that the left always wants to push. But I think they'd be reminded that we had a president named Obama, and we also had Eric Holder, we had Loretta Lynch. This nonsense that is the white supremacist system in this constitutional loving country of America, it's just like you said, it's hard to read, it's garbage, it's annoying, and now they're, since they lost their arguments, they're losing elections, they're now playing their people just run free in the streets and attack freedom-loving Americans.
You know, and we shouldn't even be giving them their airtime at all. David, thank you very much. We appreciate your perspective on this.